evening on the Par 30.
Nice to be here.
And I guess let's start off with asking you guys, why are you releasing this double live album at this time?
Monsieur? Well, as when we were touring and all that, in the past, it's early in the morning, you're asking a serious question. A lot of the kids and all that were asking well, when we were going to do one, you know. And that was the first main reason, you know. And it's been 14 years since the last one.
That's the last one. But it's a compilation of all your songs, obviously, recorded in the last couple of years, your world tour.
Yeah, we wanted to get it done before we got the false wigs and the false teeth.
The teeth
We're on life support system, you know.
You headed that way, or what?
Everybody is, don't you know that?
Unfortunately. I just don't want to face it.
Yeah.
It's rough when you start having to burn pictures for a living.
You guys aren't too old to rock and roll yet. You're still up there on the stage, giving it your all.
Now we're youthful.
Do you ever feel like, oh God, another show?
No, I never get stated. Jeez, not even joke. We always have a good time when we're going up. You know. Especially him, he's going to. He's up at the front.
Angus, are you ever sorry that you took up with a schoolboy uniform? Do you ever think, oh no, why didn't I just wear regular clothes?
No. I mean, for me, that gets me out there, actually. You know, it's like two people. I mean, even members of my family sort of doubt my sanity sometimes. No, but it is. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. Because I'm really the opposite of that. You know, I'm not. I mean, for the 2 hours you get on stage, that's someone else.
But you have so much.
It's only crumbling here.
You have so much energy on stage. Are you saying that during your regular daily life you're much more sedate?
It becomes possessed. You know, something takes over.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's mainly the guitar thing. That's all I do. I concentrate on the guitar, and then everything else falls into place. You know, I'm such a little guy. You know, other people, they got a guitar. You know, they bend the string. They bend it with their fingers. My body bends. You know, it's just because you're so teeny. You know, and when I hit a chord, I've got this weird thing of motion. You know, a man once said to me, "Angus, young, we don't want you on the roads." You know, because I sort of go, I have this weird thing when people say left, I go right. And I was never that good with it. I was never that good with it.
That's a compass he wears, it's not a watch.
Rock and roll is more spontaneous, and the cliche thing about it is it's got to swing. I mean, any good form of music's got to swing, whether it be jazz, blues, what we do, it has to swing. And we tend to get slapped in that bag, that heavy metal, thing. And I mean, there's not a pair of tight pants really in the whole band. Everything's, you wear what came out of your bag that morning, and sometimes it might be a few days old, but we're not there as really an image. Even though I've got the school suit, it's strictly psychological for me. I need that. I'm actually, as I said before, the opposite. So I need that suit to really get me on stage.
Well, you probably the reason you get played on shows like the Par 30, even though your roots are so blues, is because of the heaviness of the sound. I mean, it's rock and roll, but it's heavy and
it's hard, but it is basically. I mean, when we started in clubs and pubs, we were playing rock and roll, and if we didn't have a song, we made one up on the spot, and but it was just louder than most, and that's, I think, the nature of the beast of rock and roll. I don't think it's meant to be pretty and looked at as an image. It's meant to be heard first. I think that, and then that eliminates all the other crap. The image side of it, which we've never really been a fond lover of.
No.
You don't know which changes first, do you? The image or the music, half the time. No.
I mean, when I was young and I heard a record, say Hendrix, I heard it on the radio first, late at night, you know, and then I heard it. I mean, I don't know what color the guy is, I don't know what thing. I just went out the next day and bought that record. I like that record. It's the same with Muddy Waters. I like the sound of the guy's voice. I went and bought his record. I don't give a. I mean, the guy could have be a whole-scale terrorist movement. It doesn't bother me one iota. It's what comes between here that counts, I think. And it's the same with AC/DC, you know. I know we got, like myself, I have the schoolboy, the naughty boy, but always I go out there with the intent, the guitar comes first. If my shorts drop off, tough, you know. You know, if you bust a shoelace or you fall over, it means nothing. This is what comes first, the music side of it. You know?
Well, there's been a lot of bands that certainly...
You believe that? Buy that record.
Yeah, let's cut the crap. Just get the record, boy, okay? Just kidding.
What do you...
We're full of useless information.
You're full of useless information?
All those years on buses. Do you know what? Let me tell you something.
So, what do you do after 15 years of doing interviews? How do you approach an interview?
Just totally ignore you. Anyway.
You like doing them? You never really went for the press thing in a big way.
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't, you know, stayed away from the press either, from the media.
Yeah, no.
See what I mean?
No, it's just that after the years, they've been pretty. A lot of them have, like the mainstream media, have always sort of
It's just so much now too.
They've just sort of always try to pretend you didn't exist, and in a good, all the good media that were interested, you always stuck by, you know.
Have you ever felt pressures over the years to change of record companies, producers come up and said, "Oh, why don't you just, you know, try this way a little bit"?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, we sort of look at it as like, you know, when you go to a doctor and he says to you, "You're dying." You know, you go on a doctor and he says, "You're dying." You just change doctor.
The next one, like.
Yeah.
That's a good, healthy attitude.
Great analogy, I think. That's the best thing I've heard.
Well, if it works, why change it? Are you having fun still?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think that.
Did the AC/DC machine become bigger than the actual music, or what? Or is it still about the music?
Same, you know, I mean, still the same bunch of rat bags.
I don't think the lads would allow that to happen, really. Sometimes it can get a bit frightening, say if you start a tour, and then they say, "This is your new stage," and you go, "Geez," and it just gets bigger.
Yeah, it looks like a Hyatt hotel.
But it doesn't really affect me once I get up there, because there's only the 5 year there again, you know. That's it.
It's fun, you know, like it's fun because I say, you know, you're 5 sort of little guys, you know, and I mean, but we can sure make a lot of noise. By the way.
No, what do you do?
I'm a diplomatic courier. That's right.
Yeah, so I'm gynecologist.
The AC/DC thing.
Well, I'm a I'm a part-time gynecologist.
So, girls, when he says remove your clothes and just put them over the chair, it's actually strictly medical.
I'm serious, yeah.
I like a little bit of painting, a little bit of art, you know, and when I say the same thing, it is strictly artistic.
Artistic. Take your clothes off so I can paint you. I can see the point in that.
1992 hold for AC/DC. You guys working on a new album already? Working on new songs for that?
No,
Angus? What are you looking at Brian for?
Yeah, of course we are.
Nah, I mean, we never stop. You know, we're always working. Come off the road or on the road, you write the tunes. You know. It's just, it never stops. Hence, this is all you get left.
You guys have been around now a little while. Do you ever look back and think, "Oh my God, we made it. We made it here"? Did you ever expect that?
Not really. I think even when we started, you know, it was like, I didn't, I remember even my father said, because me and my brother, and Malcolm was, you know, the founding member, so, and then he got me, because I was also looking not to work, you know, and for a living. So we got the two of us. Hey, you got two of us. Sounds intelligent. But where was I? Oh yeah.
You and Malcolm?
Yeah, me and Malcolm. There was two of us, and what did you ask me again?
I asked you if you were working on a new album.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I said it never stopped. Yeah. No, but and then you asked me.
And then I asked you if you ever expected to make it this far.
That's right. No, well, the answer to that is no.
As I've always said, none of these songs have dated, even from '74. And what did you say about that kid who said, "Yeah, you guys do a really good job of Joan Jett's Dirty Deed"?
Yeah. Lovely compliment.
Yeah. You know,
Thanked him profusely. Yeah.
Well, that's the way it goes, you know, with the younger fans really haven't bought stuff earlier on.
Oh, where the hell you guys from?
Yep.
Well, listen, it's hard to get a musical education all in 1 year. You know, it takes years and years to get there. And at least they're listening to the right songs.
That's true. Yeah. Nah, we always looked at it. I mean, we were lucky. Really. I mean, we were lucky for what we are.
I think that's fine.
No one ever believed it.
No, I do believe you, Angus. I think you've done a fine job of songwriting and keeping this band over the years.
Thank you, madam.
Hours of listening pleasure.
Ooh, you let's.
And thank you, Brian,
Thanks
very
for that.
much.
Yes, that's good.
So let's leave.
You don't have to thank him.
Just pay me.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh.
Boomerang.
That's it. Thanks for watching.